A child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. What is an example of this that you've seen firsthand? I used to be into amateur radio after a short stint in the Army cadets. There was one guy who was one of the adult instructors. He was always telling us about amateur radio and would hand out cheaper pieces of tech. Anyway, he was a little weird, overly friendly. After I left the cadets and went to uni, I stayed in touch as we were in the same Facebook group for amateur radio hobbyists. He always liked to do things by the book and instilled in us the importance of being responsible and socially conscious with our radio use. He was the same on Facebook, reminding people that Mrs. Miggins on her $10 handset wouldn't know about transmission power and squelch, etc. He mentioned in passing to a new member the importance of only using the public unlicensed channels on the correct, very low power setting of half a watt. He mentioned it was because Mrs. Miggins, trying to reach her kid in the next street, wouldn't understand the idea that she could hear you but couldn't reach you to ask you to be quiet a minute. He was correct, and it's also a criminal offense to transmit at higher power on these frequencies, even though it's not enforced. Anyway, this got someone's backup, and he was kicked from the group for preaching. After unsuccessfully asking to be let back in, he set up a larger antenna in his back garden, set up a super fancy aerial atop it with a 30-watt transmission system. This is really quite powerful. He now turns this on for several hours a day on whatever channels the Radio Club group are using to teach them the importance of